All right, just in case you want some extra practice on this checkpoint 7a, I'll throw this together quick. Uh, the checkpoint is only three problems. I have five here. The first one I'll actually solve. The first or the next two through five I will not solve. I'll just set them up. That's all I need you to do on the checkpoint anyway. So here we go. If a tower of 30 cubes weighs 2.8 ounces, set it up like that. How many ounces? So the question mark is ounces and ounces. Would a tower of 150 cubes weigh? So this particular problem, this is a good problem for a proportion. This is to that as this is to that. Here, I guess the easiest way is cross multiply. You could use fraction busters if you want, but it works out the same way. I would just do 150 times 2.8 divided by 30 to get my answer. And that turns out to be 14, and then put words with it. I also noticed in this particular problem, 30 turns into 150 here. So if there's 5 times as many cubes, it's going to weigh 5 times as many ounces. So if you simply want to just do 2.8 times 5 in this case to get the 14, yeah, that looks like a 5. That would work fine. Now the thing is that you can't always take these shortcuts, because what if this was a 167 or something, some goofy decimal or number here that 30 doesn't go into evenly? Then the proportion probably would be the best. So handy to know how to do proportions anyway. All right, moving on. Let's get rid of that. The perimeter of a rectangle is 68. All right, let's draw a rectangle. Strongly suggest draw these rectangles always. Um, right away, if I just knowing the types of problems, 2 lengths and 2 widths is the perimeter. That's 68. I would start right there. The length is, see the word is. Length is 2 more than. 2 more than means add 2 to something. 3 times the width. So I'm adding 2 more to the 3 widths. There we go. What is the length of each side? You don't have to actually solve it, but there's the system. If I did want to solve it, I'd plug this in for L and use substitution. All right. The other way to solve this is with a single equation. Yeah, so this is a system with 2 letters, 2 unknowns, 2 equations. If I just want to use a single variable, I would just do that right from the picture. So here's my width. The length is 2 more than 3 times the width. So this length is 2 more than 3 widths. And then use that perimeter of 68. Well, make sure you put the other ones in here. Add them all up. So 3, 6, 7, 8 W's plus 4 is 68. And that would be fine also. We'll get the same answer. Okay. This is the same result, by the way, you'd get after you substitute that in the previous equation that I had there in green before. We'd end up with this. Moving on. Perimeter of a triangle is 47. All right, let's draw a triangle. First side, call this first side. Second side, third side. First side is 5 inches less than twice the length of the second side. Oh my goodness. So I need to call, I guess I'll call X my second side. I did forget, by the way, in the last one, to remind you, pause the video there, where was I? Something about the units. I forgot to say like length, like L equals length, and W equals width. Make sure you establish what the letters all mean. So on this one, the second side, I'm going to call X. And I think that's all. I think I'm going to only have X's here. Let's see what happens. First side is 5 inches less than twice the second. So 5 less than twice the second. So I'm just going to put X for my second. 2x minus 5 is this side right here, my first side. The third side is 4 more than the first. So I need to add 4 more to the first. Now if they say 4 more than the second, I just put X. It's 4 more than the first, so I need to put the 2x minus 5 right here. This is a little confusing with all this mess. It's a little clearer. And then it says the perimeter is 47. So just take all these sides and add them up. You get 47. So there's my second side, actually, that I'm writing first, which is maybe confusing. There's my second side. My third side, I'm just going to combine these just to make it a little easier to read. Make sure that's -1, not -9. maybe go like this so you understand that. All add up to 47. The 47 has to be in your answer somewhere. Nice rectangle. Good enough. Okay, number 4. 400 tickets were sold for the dance. Singles tickets were $5, couples for $8. This is how much total was collected, how many of each kind was sold. All right, the first one is easy, just money, money, money. So we'll go money line. So singles, maybe I'll be careful with the S's because they look like 5s, but I'll just keep it as single tickets. And C for couples. Okay, so we'll establish that. Singles cost $5, so 5 for every single. And couples is 8, so 8 for every couple. Total money, $28.40. So we have money, money, money. Always have our money line there. Next equation, only information they give us is right here. 400 tickets were sold. Well, that means if I add singles plus my couples, I get 400. That's it. And then the last one. A similar situation here, except they don't give you the total number of tickets. They give you a comparison between the number of tickets for each one. So be careful on this one. 40 more couples tickets than singles were sold. So I'm not going to write the letters. I'll use the same letters I was using before. 40 more couples than singles. Now it sounds like you might want to do this, like couples plus 40 equals singles, because it's 40 more couples than, But if you think about it, if you put in a number, like let's say 40 more couples than singles. So if I say 60 would be singles and 100 would be couples. There's 40 more couples than singles. We'll plug those in and see if it makes sense. If I put in 100 here and a 60 here, does 100 plus 40 equal to 60? No, it doesn't make any sense. So you got to be careful on those a little bit. And I'll just erase all of it. What am I thinking? And since there's 40 more couples, I need to add 40 to the singles to balance out the couples. So now they have the same weight. Or you could simply subtract 40 from the couples and get singles. Like you could write S equals C minus 40. And then the other one is the money one. So $6 for singles. And that's an S. And couples are 10. And the total amount of money was $1,088. That should be it. Plain and simple. Good luck.